Many of you have probably heard of spirit guides before, and I'm sure that some of you have probably already worked with them. However, if you are new to the concept of spirit guides, it can be helpful to understand what they are before making contact with them. So let's dive deep now, really deep, into what or who these beings really are and what they can assist us with. Hello, I'm Jason and welcome to the Awakened Mind channel. And today I'd like to introduce you to the concept of spirit guides. Now, this is part one of a two-part series. In the second part of this short series, we'll take a closer look at how to work with them. But for now, what are spirit guides really? Well, put in the simplest way, spirit guides are spiritual beings that enter our lives to support us, to guide us, and to help us evolve. They can widen our perspective, transmit wisdom and insight, and offer us messages and clues or inspiration. Now, spirit guides, they come in many different shapes and forms. For instance, they may be guardian angels, they may be spirit animals, they may be experienced as a plant element, or they may take a form of a mystic being. Now, each one of us will attract spirit guides that are in alignment with our soul's energy and what we need to learn in this lifetime, and the symbols and images that resonate with most of us. Now, we can consider our spirit guides to be teachers or mentors. There's no hierarchy of spirit guides, meaning that no one spirit guide is better than the next one. And yet, what all true spirit guides have in common is that they are here to serve our highest good. In other words, they are benevolent beings. Now, spirit guides can come to us in a dream, during meditation, or even just day-to-day activities. We might see an image of them, or we might sense them in some other way. For instance, we might hear their wisdom arise spontaneously within us, or we might see an external sign and we just have a knowing that our guide is present. There's no right or wrong way to experience communication with our spirit guides. Whatever has meaning to you is a valid way to connect with these beautiful spiritual beings. It's also helpful to know that we can have more than one spirit guide, and that different guides serve different purposes. For instance, we might have a guide that enters our life solely to help us with a particular challenge we're experiencing. Alternatively, we might have a soul guide or a lifetime guide who supports our growth through a variety of life stages and phases. Each guide will have its own energy, way of working, and ultimate purpose. For example, just imagine that you had two animal guides, okay? And you have a tiger guide and an owl spirit guide, for example. Now, without over-analyzing these two animals, you can probably intuitively sense that they would each come with their own gifts and unique purpose. And at the same time, it's possible for them to do work together. They do not exist in opposition to one another. So, spirit guides don't live in the realm of the conscious, rational mind. They operate on a different plane. So if you choose to seek and work with spirit guides, know that it's necessary to set the analytical mind aside while you make that connection. Let your soul, your deepest knowing, rise to the surface instead of that controlling rational mind. And in the next video, I'll share with you some tips for connecting with your spirit guides. But in the meantime, I'd love to know if you have already experienced with some of these beings. And if so, what shape or form does your spirit guide take? And how do you connect with it? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, please remember that this is for enjoyment purposes only, not for professional medical advice at all. I don't think you would listen to me for that anyway. So thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to sharing more about you, more about these amazing spirit guides with you next week. Thanks for joining, and much love your way. Bye-bye for now.